Hi everyone. Um, that's okay, Julie. Just say hi when you come back, but we're glad you're here. I am just piddling with these for a few minutes until people come in. Um, this is one of those things that I need to accomplish to get things organized. Um, as you can see, these have not been treated well. This is stuff. These are uh, stamps I bought. Oh, I think I got these at like a craft sale kind of thing. Um, anyways, not only are they stuck in here because they have been not very well cared for, but they also were stuck to one another. I'll show you in just a minute as soon as I get these two off. And what I'm doing right now is laying them out so that when I stamp on a piece of acetate with them, then hi Barbara, um, when I stamp on the piece of acetate, they're in order, right side up kind of thing. So by putting them on one piece of acetate, I know how they're going to stamp. Unfortunately, they glued these the original pieces to this CD case, and it doesn't work. And I'll show you why. Because what happens is they've put two layers in here, and okay, this one wasn't too bad. I probably had it open recently, but the stamps are too thick and they stick together, so that they that one, I just had that one open a few minutes ago, but they're just way too tight in here, and it doesn't work. Yeah. So I'm trying to redo the whole kit and caboodle of them. And like I said, if you put them on in order, then when you're trying to stamp them out so that you know what's going on. Okay, how does that work? It's just like that. Also, it gives me a chance to figure out where things will fit, because I'm just trying to get them all set up and on order. Let's put this one like so. And then these. And I think I might move this one down there like that. There. So when I'll stamp those out onto another piece. And hi, Lisa. I'll stamp them out onto another piece, and then they'll go into one of these packets like this. So I suppose I could do that with some of them. There's the other Lisa. I hope you get to feeling better, girl. I have just done my leg exercises properly yesterday because my quad muscles are complaining today. Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? So, anyways, I will stamp them now onto one of these, and then it can go into one of these, and it'll be set up. And then I will do the same thing with these other ones. It takes a while This is not a quick process. Love you too, hon. The other thing as I got out to show you, and I'm going to actually use it for my little journal page. We'll come back to this in a little while. I can just set it up here. Found this in a box of stuff. And I can't really show you all of it because it has some stuff written in it that it's not, I didn't write it. This is a book I just found. But I'll show you some of the pages in the back. But there is just these really, really gorgeous images. Let me bring in. Just a minute. Where's the thingy? Isn't this gorgeous? Hi, Joyce. I wish that they didn't put the images on both sides of the page, but they did. So, anyways, I took one page out because I thought I might use it for today's project, today's little page. And the thing of it is I think this whole book, I think maybe I'll take it. I'm coming back out just a little bit. There we go. I think I'd like to take it apart, make the spine bigger, and make some sort of a journal out of it. I think it'd be really pretty. I really think that it would be just gorgeous. Let's see here. Look at this one. Like I said, this isn't mine, and there's some writing in here that I didn't think that. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So, anyways, I thought I would try to use it for my little journal page. And then the other thing was that I was outside today helping in the yard. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Yeah, it was, Lisa. I was like, ooh, pretty. The freeze, of course, always catches the banana trees. And I was trimming back the bananas. And this is just a piece of the stalk. It has, you can see in the end of it. Joyce is staining woodwork. Hi, Joyce. Did I say hello? I hope so. I hope I said hello to everybody. Now, this is not actually bark. It's more papery than that. This is a leaf. And this piece is like the leaf comes up. Okay, wait a minute. The whole outside of the, I guess it is kind of like bark, but it's not really bark. Anyways, I thought might use that today too. Cool piece of whatever. Yeah, that's right. So I was cutting them off and getting them put in the compost bin. So it's like, okay, I think that's pretty. I think this is pretty with it. So I thought maybe we would do a page with this. But first I want to see if I can tear kind of along. Oh, my ruler doesn't want to come out. I'm hoping I can tear along one of these lines and have this paper tear properly without too much damage. seems to have. I mean, I could cut it, but I don't really want to cut it. It's too vintagey. It's too, you know, antique-y. The grungy, yeah, the grungy texture of it. Anyways, I didn't get near done. We were, we had to move some dahlias so that we could put some blueberries. Jeff got blueberries the other day. Our friend out in Cantonment has blueberry bushes, and they send out these runners, and you have to get rid of the runners. If you don't get rid of the runners, it pulls on the plant. So Jeff went out there yesterday and helped him dig up a bunch of the runners, which meant that he's got a big pile of blueberry bushes that needed to go in the ground, and we had to move some stuff so the blueberries could go in those places. Hey, okay, I'm gonna tear this one up too because I don't know which image I want to use. Maybe I'll use more than one. Maybe that's I have to tell y'all, I went to two estate sales and a thrift store yesterday and didn't get a thing. It was very interesting that I didn't find a single thing. I love these little tiny images. Anyways, I'm just going to finish tearing this up because then I have a bunch that I'm ready to, you know, use. I also got out a stamp set, and I have my, what do you call those things behind me? I have my, yeah, it tears pretty easy. It's pretty nice paper. That's the other thing. Now, it does disturb me that I have to ruin the page on the back, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tear this piece off the bottom. Okay, close enough. But you have to choose, and this side gives me multiple pictures, and the other side gives me one. So yeah, I might use like multiples of this. I'll bring you back in closer. Let me bring you back in closer. Or one bigger one and two little ones, something like that. At least I don't have to fussy cut them. That might have made me a little bonkers. finger pressure over the paper, it should stay put better. Yeah, possibly. It's really tiny. When it's really tiny, it's really hard to hold it together anyways. There we go. All right, there's enough that I can work with. Now we got to find a page that we want to work with. But I got out this set of stamps and this set, thinking that maybe something like that would work real well. Excuse me just a minute, guys. Okay. All right. I'll have to answer those later. Okay. It's not important. I just needed to make sure that it wasn't. These are both Dollar Tree stamps, Julie. So they were the Dollar Tree ones. The biggest thing is that they didn't have any plastic backings on them. So some of them stick to the paper that they came in. I don't like the way they package their stamps at all. So we need a page that we can put some banana tree stuff on, and we can turn into something else. Let's see here what we have. That might work. Both sides are really pretty. If I put that down to stamp on anything, I'm going to have another piece of paper under my things, which would work. There you go, Barbara. It's abstract. That's all that matters. It's abstract. Okay. Where's my big scissors? One thing I can tell you about this stuff is it tears up pretty bad. It's easily torn. When it dries, it's very easily torn. But I don't think, yeah, I can, maybe. Let's hear it, make it. It's very fibrous. That's right. If you love it, it doesn't have to make sense. These are not really high quality stamps. They're just the what do you call that? The clear acrylic ones, but they seem to work pretty well. Okay, come on. They stick pretty well. Hi, Adria. It's all stuff that was on your desk. There you go. Well, isn't that I actually put stuff on my desk today because everything else is such a mess in here. One of my racks that I had stuff on decided it was going to collapse. The way we put the um, casters on didn't work, and it collapsed. Oh, now that came out really cool. This is banana leaf. I'm going to have to go out and get banana leaves. Jeff's going to kill me. He is definitely going to kill me if I bring banana leaves in the house. Dried up banana leaves. Yep. Okay. Oh, dear. Mm-hmm. My son saw me and he said, "What are you doing, Mom?" And I said, "Well, I was going to take it in and use it on my page today." He goes, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "Nope." Okay. Oh, is this piece big enough? Y'all need some of that? The only thing is, I'm afraid it might, if I put it in an envelope, Lisa, it might turn into little tiny itty bitty pieces. I'm not sure. But I do like what it does. Yeah, it probably would. So sad. Yep. I don't know if I put it in between. I don't even know if I could keep it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could put it in, say, a paper folder or something and actually keep it from deteriorating. I really don't know. Never tried, so I'll have to try that. That's okay. That has to be on the agenda. And see, this is laminated, so now this won't. I would have just said, "Mind your business, son." Oh, he gives me all kinds of grief because I told him he can't bring home another car that doesn't run. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the camper. We have 6 vehicles in the yard right now, plus 7 vehicles in the yard right now, plus the camper. So that makes 8 vehicles. And we've had to fix Jeff's dad's car multiple times. We've been working on that for the last 4 months. Okay, I don't know, but I think I like this particular piece best. I wonder if I can tear this off. If it will tear. Nope. It does not want to tear. This is, I didn't really want a cut line is the deal. That's all right. I can pull some of it off. I'm making a mess, but that's all right. Don't worry about it. Just use it and we'll live vicariously. Okay, there you go. But Lisa, it would be fun to have some for other purposes, but we'll have to see if it holds up in in the book even. It might fall apart in my book. Who knows? Okay, so that's kind of raggedy. It's not, the point was I didn't want it all perfect down there. And if I cut this off bigger than it needs to be, this is very fibrous, very, very, very fibrous. Unfortunately, that really warm weather we had before the last freeze has caused a lot of damage to a lot of plants outside. They all decided they would come out, and then then it froze. So, okay, that is a big messy stuff. Okay. There, at least it's not straight. That's, yeah. Okay, let's clean that mess up. Let's clean this mess up. Come here. Okay. Meg Journals made a concertina type journal for a little art journaling, and I made it and gluing my leftover small things in it as they start building up. Yep, Julie, that's the fun part, is putting all that leftover stuff in there. Okay, let's see here. First, let's get that edge and this edge. I wonder if banana fiber is used for anything. I don't know that I've ever heard of it being used for anything. Of course, you can't find the video link. Well, that's all right, Julie. Okay. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to get off camera, guys. Okay, now I have these, which I don't know. I still think I'll just maybe use this one. I suppose I could use two, but I don't think I'm going to. I think if I use that one, that one. No, I like the skinny ones. I really like these skinny ones. You love it with just the two and all it needs is the word. Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like I don't like it when I start adding a third one to it. And then some words right there. Well, let's just get this sorted out and glued down, and then I can look at words. Can we ink this stuff? That's another question. Can we ink it? Probably could if we had enough juice in our ink pad. Okay, so ink pad needs some juice. Hi, Sharon. Ooh, that ink didn't sink in. This pad is really getting sad. I'm going to have to do something about it. For the time being, maybe we can just use this thing. Yeah. I started to buy a new set of this particular set of ink pads the other day, but I was in Joann's and the line was like ridiculously long, and I'm like, I am not standing in that line for a little set of ink pads. I just didn't have time. Okay. Barbara says all done. All done with the stuff she had in her stash. Hi, Kathy. Boy, I got that ink on there dark. It's because it was all liquidy, I guess. Okay, stick down. It was wet, too. Apparently, art glitter glue does not like to stick to banana. Okay. Turned out, as they often do, to have a I'm using this wild abstract page to honor my artist and dreamer friend Helen, who died on Friday. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Okay, let's. Okay. Put you up there. Will you stay up there? Yeah. But that's perfect, Barbara. Okay. Come on, where's that? Oh. Oh, now I've slid it sideways. This does not want to stay on there, so I'm going to weight it down. I'm going to do a Jamie. If you guys haven't watched APG Jamie, she taught me this trick. This is just one of those stamp for clear stamps, and you put it on your project, and then you find a couple of things that are really heavy and sit it on there. Now, you know, if I had something even heavier than that, that would be good, but I'm just going to sit it on there like that and move it over there while I look for words. I think I need another, something heavier. This one's almost empty. There we go. Hopefully that will weigh it down while I look for words. And didn't I put a bunch of my words into a little... I think I put words into here. Yep, I did. Don't know what all words I have. Let's see here. Every leaf is a spacious plain, every line a flowing brook, every period a lofty mountain. Don't know. What's really strange about things turning out mystically is that the random phrase I found on my desk says, air is her element. Yeah, mm-hmm. Okay. I am sorry. I'm just reading these, trying to find something that makes sense with my page. Something that speaks to me. Those don't really. Sometimes things like that are just the way they are, Barbara. We just have to take them as sort of the universe guiding us. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Since we cannot change reality, let us change the eyes which see reality. I don't know. That one's okay, but not necessarily what I want. I begin with an idea and then it becomes something else. I can't remember. Okay, that one is interesting. I don't ever remember reading it before. It could be that your purpose in life is to serve as a warning to others. Okay. Hmm. I can't say that those were that was oh, I'm not finding anything. Nature's message was always there and for us to see. Problem with these is they're too big to put on that page. That's the thing with those. Oh, this is kind of cool. I spent a lifetime in a garden one afternoon. I don't know. None of those seem like they fit. They just don't fit. I don't. Maybe I'll look at see what we've got. I don't know. There just isn't. Okay. I'm not finding a single solitary word that I like. Nothing. Okay. Why is that? And it needs a word. It definitely needs a word. Hmm. Right now, this is the best one I've seen. It says, find your happiness. Life is so sweet. Find your happiness. Yeah, maybe. I would think there wouldn't be. I can't imagine there'd be very many banana quotes. Or smile who remember who you are, kind of like that too. But there again, they're neither one of them. Where did these go? These are. Hmm. How about treasure family forevermore? Kind of like that too. Ah, I like this best. How about possibility? Let's see what else. See if there's something. Okay, cherish possibility. There we go. I like that. We haven't had very much rain in a while, which is kind of weird. I don't know why, but we're not getting the rain we usually get. We've had really strange weather. I mean, air conditioner, then not, then more, then not, and it's one day we have to have the air conditioner on, and the next one we're having to have the furnace. And it's not just go put on a sweatshirt; it's actual furnace. I don't know. I really kind of like this. Since we cannot change reality, let us change the eyes which see reality. I think we'll use that. I know it's not exactly to do with the banana leaves, but at the same time, I like it. So I think that's what we'll use. Okay, let's cut this off. I do like these little packets for things, for my pictures and all that stuff, so much better than I liked the notebooks. They just seem to work so much better. Let's tear this. Jeff brought home those blueberries. I thought they were going to be cuttings. Instead, they're actually big plants. So they had to go, because if they were cuttings, I could stick them in water for, a while, a week, so I could get to them. Instead, they're plants with roots, and therefore they had to go in the ground now. They can't wait. Okay. I need to try to grungy this up a little. Okay. See, now it's stuck on there a little better. Okay. I think it needs a little bit of color somehow or another. I found a bunch of these, what do you call these things? Paint chips when I was cleaning up the other day. So I put them in my scrap drawer so that I could use them when I needed them for little bits of color and things like that. Oh no, this one's better. I think this one. Yeah. Oh, that's all right, Julie. Never worry about commenting. I mean, I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you're, you know, especially you. You have to get up so early in the morning to be here. I think that's the color we're going to use. I just need a little snippet of something that's got some color in it. No, I like the first one better. Meg journals, yes. Yeah, that's what she was looking for, Barbara. A journaling a video that she had seen. Okay, I tore this the wrong way, so it didn't take the ink the same. I think that's the one she's talking about, Barbara. Okay, what do we think of that? Yeah, it just needed a little bit of color in it. It just had to have something. It just, you know. Okay, let's get these two hooked together. Okay, and then okay. Probably going to have to weigh it down again because that's the part that's got the air in it. Yep. Okay. I'm just going to slide it over and put weight on it. Ooh, yeah. And then figure out what I'm going to do next. Well, how about that? I used something that's been in my stash for a long time. That little, what you call it? That, what was that? It was a paint sample. Jeez. It's a way to use up scraps and end up really nice. Cool. I also found these in my stash of stuff when I was cleaning up. So I thought I would just spray them on something so I could see if they even still work. Because my guess is they're just about probably 20 years old. Who knows how old they are? I have no idea where I got them. They are walnut ink antiquing solution. Derived from walnuts, store in a cool, dark place. Archival, acid-free, keep out of reach of children, shake well before use. This one says the same thing. This one is terracotta and this one is eucalyptus, so who knows what they look like. But I thought I've got some. I have some index cards right here. I have been. Have I shown you that? I'll show it to you because been trying to swatch all my supplies as I get them and I put them up and do stuff like that. Just a minute, I'll show it to you. Oh. You can take the tips out and soak them in Murphy's Oil soap and water if they don't work right. Yeah, it's just whether or not they're even dried out or there's actually liquid in there. So, you know, your eucalyptus is your favorite of those inks. I don't know. I have no idea where they came from, honestly. I cannot remember, you know, probably from Stampin' Up. That is my guess. They probably came from Stampin' Up. So, but this is what I've been doing with my stuff. Like these are my distress mica stains, and I just spray it on there. Okay, this one actually I sprayed on black too because it's actually prettier on black. And like, okay, these are my oxide pads. So that I can tell what the colors are when I, you know, that's a spray. This is a pad. These are some embossing glazes. These are my glazes. Okay. These are not embossing powders. These are embossing glazes. Bottled inks and okay, so this is like my acrylic ink and my other kinds of ink. Oh, this is some fancy paint with glitter in it. Oh, that's a distress paint. Don't have a lot in the paints because I'm, you know, I don't know that I'm going to swatch out all my paints. That would be kind of hard. I haven't shown these before. Yeah, this I really like this, Barbara, because like for one, I forget what I've got for one. This is Pearl-Ex. These are Pearl-Ex powders. So what I wrote mica powders because Pearl-Ex is a mica powder, and I just put some glue down and then put the mica powder on it. Now, see, that one's really hard for you to see, but it is there. Okay, and I've written the product, the color, what it is, Pearl-Ex powder pigment. Okay, when it comes to this is these are mica powders. Okay, okay, this is Distress Spray Stains. I wrote down that it's Ranger. It's one of their stains, and it's cracked pistachio. So, you know, it helps me to figure out what I still have. Also, if it changes the texture of this index card, then you kind of know, because like on these mica stains, just a minute, let me pull one that you can see. Okay, see how it has shiny and it has some that's not quite so shiny because it's not in the same area, but you can feel that a little bit. Yeah, see, I don't have my paint swatched, and it will take I'm pretty sure it's going to take me a long time to get that swatched. Now, you could also put them in alphabetical order, which I have not done, which, you know, I'm not sure I will. So, and this is just, okay, this box, let me put the lid on. First off, let me explain that this doesn't fit real well, okay? It's supposed to fit. But when you have your tabs, and these are store-bought index card tabs, 3x5s. Now, if you needed a bigger one, you could use 4x6. But this particular box is a Dollar Tree box. But you can see that the tabs get squished a little bit. So I'm really liking this. It's, you know, it's just one of those things that I've been trying to do a little of here and there. I try not to overdo it, because if I try to get it all done at once, it's going to make me crazy. Oh, dang, that's pretty. You're right, Lisa. This eucalyptus is really pretty. The other thing is the index cards, and these are plain ones right now. They are, how shall I put it? They're absorbent. At the same time, they sometimes warp, so you can see what happens, how wet it is. So this is TSU KNEKO walnut ink. Ink spray. Eucalyptus. I can't spell eucalyptus. UCALYPTTUS. Yeah, it's a really pretty green. I can see why Lisa likes it because that is really pretty color. Now, I do know that they sell these little bottles empty. I have no earthly idea how much they are, but I do know they sell them empty. And this is ink, so it's probably not going to clog up the things too much. Okay, so that was the green one. Let's try the terracotta one. Yeah, it's a Lisa green. That's right. Oops. Ooh, well, didn't leave myself much room to write, did I? That's okay. I'll get it. There's a lot of ink in that spray. Come 3 to a set. Okay. Barbara says they come 3 to a set for those mini misters. But I like the terracotta too. The terracotta is a lot like sepia. Yeah, that's what this is. It says walnut ink antiquing. Okay, wait a minute. You can't see because you can't read that. Just a minute. I'll show you. Where's my cursor? There it is. Focus, focus. Come on. Focus. Walnut ink antiquing solution. 8 milliliters. Made in the USA. Interesting. Yours is a bigger spray bottle. Lisa says hers. See, like I said, these are really old, so they're very likely going to be in a different what shall I call it? In a different form. These would be really pretty with these drawings I've got. Yep. That would be pretty. Okay, you guys get to dry. Let's see what happened to our stuff. Oh, which one's full? There we go. Yeah. Okay. Ta-da! I really like how this came out. That was a fun interruption. Okay. I like it. Yep, I like it. It came out really cool. But now I have banana leaves in my house, so, you know. That's okay. I think I need to date this, but now how am I going to date that? Maybe right here. March 2nd, 2025. It's on there. It's not used on. They used to have walnut crystals to make your own ink. Your blood always quickens with swatching. Oh, you're funny, Barbara. You give me giggles. Okay, so now then. I think I'm going to take the time to stamp one of my things, I think. Yeah, I like that. This book is getting kind of fat. I have some black walnut powder that my sister gave me when I was up there for, well, I don't know, one time when I was up visiting my sister, she had picked up black walnuts to, just a minute, I'll remember what I'm trying to tell you. She picked up black walnuts to dye with. Okay, by the way, I have StazOn cleaner for cleaning StazOn pads. And I found the other day that this baby wipe seems to work really well before I scrub it. Have some black walnuts in your freezer to dye with. Steph actually dried these all out, Lisa. I mean, they were completely dried out, and they're not powdered yet because, of course, I'm pretty sure the bag will be powdery. Oh, and I get ready to use it, but guys, I'm going to have to excuse myself for just a minute. I'm going to put this down here so it's not totally ugly to look at, and I'll be right back, okay? I'm sorry about that. There was a little tap, tap, tap noise on my door, and I was like, okay, so what do they want? I first got the dragon's tail pattern from Tanya. Self another dragon's tail scarf with some yarn I bought for another project that I couldn't forfeit. Oh! Mary has a video on making your own walnut ink, I think. Yeah, I like that dragon's tail, dragon scale, whatever they call it, because it's easy and it's kind of mindless. That's my thing with that particular pattern. Okay, I think I'm going to put these over here. That right there. Now I need my scrubby pad. Oh, yeah. This is a scrubby pad. It's just it's a paint. It's a stamp scrubber, and I usually put some kind of stamp conditioner there and water up here. And this is about empty, but I still have some in it. I did go to Joann's recently and buy some more stamp cleaner. That was, yeah, because this is empty. So we'll just have to break into the new one. Made 2 of them scrap balls of yarn during COVID. I've got one started. I just have never finished it. This is the this is all-purpose stamp cleaner. I got this at Joann's the other day when I went in there. So, okay, so now we need one of these. Okay. I like this one better. It's just a little easier to hold on to. It's a little thicker. Yeah, totally easy and mindless. That's and if you use what do you call those? Double pointed needles. The thing about the double pointed needles is when it gets so long and so big, it just, you don't have to try to keep it on the needle. That's what I kind of like about it. Okay, so now here's the deal. You take this, you stick it on there. Once again, my stamp, this must not be the one I used. I inked up my stamp pad, but must not have been that one. There we go. This one's got some ink on it. Okay. All right, now which way's up? Oh, that was good. Okay. And I know this is real exciting, but once again, this is something that's got to get done. It's just got to. I can't stand having my stuff all over everywhere, and I can't stand not being able to use it. See how well the Baby wipe cleans that Stays On ink off, which I was real surprised at. Because Stays On ink can really ruin a stamp. And then I just scrub it around on here. And then I just wipe it off, and then I just do that. Now, what I did last time, and what I'm going to do this time, is I just put it right back over here for the time being, right? When I get this all stamped and done, I will transfer them to the back side. It will go, just a minute, let me set this down. This one will go right here, like that. And then that's the stamp that's right there. Well, if you've got the plastic, you can stamp right on the plastic. You do have to use, StazOn is about the only thing that I would try to use on this plastic. Let me get one that I finished already. One that I had to stamp. Let me go. I'll put these up and I'll show you one I stamped. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, because even the archival ink, which is supposed to be permanent, when you try stamping on plastic with it, it doesn't work well. StazOn is one of the few things that I think stays. It's not hard to stamp on plastic with this. That's, the thing. This is the only one I've actually finished so far myself. But okay, so in this packet, there's actually 2 sets of stamps, one on each side. See, this is a close to my heart stamp set, and it was already on a sheet of plastic, and I don't have to fuss with it. But then in the middle, okay, so here's a close to my heart one. This piece right here is laminated, so it's plastic too, but then the stamps are stuck to this piece. And this is one I actually stamped, and the stamps are on the back of it, see? And then it can go in, and then it just slides into the pocket. Yeah, they do kind of stink. And they dry out easily, Julie. You have to keep them moist. But it's working for both kinds of stamps. That was my criteria. It's got to work for everything. The other thing about a StazOn pad, if you guys don't have a StazOn pad, I really, just one is all about you need. I have a few colors. This little piece of plastic is invaluable. Do not throw it away, because the lid will not keep it dry or wet. It will dry out so fast it's unreal. You want to keep this on. It says do not discard, okay? And then put the lid on, and then I always store my pad upside down. This little plastic thing is a pain, but it is a necessity. It's about the best thing you can do to keep them to keep it moist. Yes, put the covers on straight away. I mean, I haven't put it down tight, but I've turned it back over right away. Even though I want to stamp with it again, I've still taken it and turned it right back over. And quite frankly, you might as well buy yourself a refill if you're going to use it at all. Buy a refill when you buy the pad. This one, I need to. And I'm not worried if this is not perfect. That's another thing. I'm not totally freaked out if it's not perfect. I just need to be able to know what the stamps are that I've got in there. So, but on the last one, this is exactly what I did. I just went through. First off, I lined them all up so that I would have them. Oh, stop falling over. So I would have them sorted out. That's actually prettier than I expected it to be. Takes a while to dry once you've stamped it. Yes. That is true. It doesn't dry instantaneously on plastic, especially. Now, if you stamp this stuff on paper, it dries very fast because it's solvent. So this here's the thing. StazOn may have a pigment pad, and if you try to use a pigment pad, they take forever to dry. They do not dry quickly. I really want to stamp these out on some papers and cut around them like little stamps, like faux postage stamps. I've wanted to do that for a while, just haven't got, because I think that image right there would make a gorgeous little postage stamp. And I think I have a square paper punch that would punch it perfectly, and then I could put it on white paper so that it would look, and then cut it out with my postage stamp scissors so that it would look like I have a postage stamp. Would make it great images on clear pocket windows in journals. That's true too. Maybe I'll see if I can find that punch for next week, and we can make some faux postage, because I'm not sure. Maybe I could go look for it right now. You know, that might be more fun than doing this, but okay. I was just surprised at how well the baby wipe took off the stays on ink. I really was. Stamp a few and keep for future projects. Yeah. Let me finish this row going across so I know where I'm at. And then I'll go see if I can find my my square punch. Now see, that didn't come out perfect. I'm not not on anything soft and squishy. So it didn't come out perfect, but that's all right because it will at least tell me what the image is. That's what I need, is to know what the image is. Okay. One more. Okay, we need to put this back on snugly. Come on, go on there snugly. Snuggly, snuggly. Close that up. Oh, that, I waited too long. I was playing with the stamp pad. See, this one, this dries pretty fast. Okay. See if I can put it back on reasonably in the same place. Yeah, okay, good enough. If it dries, it will be impossible to get off. Squirrel? Yes, that's right, Barbara. Squirrel. That's why this stuff does not get done, if you want to know the truth. But let's see if I can find my my square punch. Okay. Okay. Move this one down a little bit. There we go. All right. Set this aside for a minute. There. Let's stamp this one. I'm just going to use archival ink for the moment. It should be dry by the time I get back with the we're going to need a piece of white paper too. Oh, I've got some. I know it'll work. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back. I got to see if I can find that punch. Well, that may be one of the punches I decided I didn't need to keep. Probably is. Of course it is. You know, just because I was thinking I might, actually use it. In 20 minutes, my next curling match begins. Oh, okay. And this would make a stamp, but I wanted the white edge around it. So we're just going to cut it out like I was thinking in the first place. Then maybe
Do you have that bag of tie strips?
they're over there where we laid them down. I think you laid them down over there. Yes, please. The tea fairy's here. Thank you. All right, let's glue this to this. Knock over the glue. Then didn't know if it would dry on that. Thank you, hon. I appreciate that. Okay, come on. Focus. Come on. Did I turn that back off? I didn't think so. Oh, I did. Okay. Faux postage. Isn't that cool? I think that would be really cool to do with a whole bunch of different, and then you have them all ready to go. And I thought I had a paper punch that would actually cut out that exact size, but that may have been one that I put, like I said, that I put in to go because I can cut a square. So these are one of my favorite scissors. I was really pleased when I found them because that was one I didn't have. Hi, Sherry. Sharon, have you been here? Did I say hello? I hope I did. Anyways, that's one of the reasons why I really wanted these stamps and wanted to be able to use them. And I've had them for how long? I don't know. Probably a couple years. And haven't gotten them and haven't used them because I can't. No, Julie just sent a picture of that journal she was talking about. Okay, let's see if we can see it. Come on, sideways. Yeah, it's not going to show up very well. I did? Okay, good. That's cool, Julie. Okay. I'm going to finish this page at least before we do something else. I know this isn't very exciting, but you know, that squirrel was interesting. Maybe I'll get out all the supplies to make postage stamps next week after our journal page. Really should get back to doing my books, but my postcard book. I really need to do that, but it just not. Oh, I know what I did last time. I know why they stamped better last time. This is just a little thin piece of looks like packing material, and I had put it under here last time, and they did stamp better. You'll put it in the group. That sounds like a good idea, Julie, because it's really cool looking. It's not going to show up on my phone. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Oh, it's Sherry's birthday too? I didn't realize. I forgot. Happy birthday, Sherry. Yeah, Jeffrey took me to 2 estate sales and to the thrift store. And like I said, didn't buy a single thing. Actually, Jeffrey bought something at the estate sale. He bought some 5-gallon buckets. They had really nice 5-gallon buckets with lids. So he bought himself a pot, $5 worth of buckets. But I didn't buy anything. I was so good. I was just a good girl. Yeah. Oh, you know what else you could do? We could stamp a little number on there too. Yeah, because stamps usually have numbers, right? They usually have how much the stamp costs. Oh, I moved stuff now. Stuff's gonna avalanche. You get that squishy stuff underneath really makes a difference. But happy birthday, Sherry. Yep. And then I came home and I made a whole bunch of beads. And then I fixed dinner. And after dinner, I fixed food for tonight so that I don't have to cook a lot tonight. Well, it's, you know, it's not completely cooked, but I sort of pre-started dinner is what I did. I think the biggest thing I can tell you that makes this easier is laying it out first, having them all laid out on one sheet so you know exactly how they're going to go. Also, with clear acrylic stamps that don't have any ink on them, they're a little hard to tell if you're right side up. So that helps too. But with Stays on Ink, you definitely want to get it off of your stamp because it is hard on your stamps. It's hard on acrylic stamps and it's hard on rubber stamps. Okay, yay! Julie's book is in the group. Just a few more. These would be a good thing to do on scrap. Like on little scraps of paper and card. Because the color in this was really, really kind of makes it. And then the white edges, I think, I mean, you could use colored ink too, but I mean, if you used colored ink, you wouldn't have to do a double. You could just stamp it on white card and then go from there. This needs to be wetter. I really like this owl right here. Did I bring? Huh. I thought I brought I was thinking I brought a sleeve and everything I needed to put these away, but apparently I didn't. So I will have to just lay them aside, which is all right. Like, okay, let's try this. I want to try this with something. Which colors do I have out? I don't want black. I want, what color is that? That's green. I don't think my butterfly needs to be green. My table is such a wreck. That's sepia. Yeah, Julie, I like them too. There's quite a few in here, and like I said, they were shoved together in one of those CD cases, which made them not function very well. They just really did not. They weren't happy. Well, that looks darn near as dark as black. It's not. It's supposed to be purple. That's not good. That didn't work. That's not going to show up. I'm gonna use this one. Maybe it'll show up. Yeah, it's pretty though, even if it didn't show up color. What I was trying to say though is that if you stamped with, you can just stamp on white with a color, and you could cut out make your faux stamp, your faux postage stamp like that. Plus, let's find a number. Okay, I put all the little numbers and letters together in one place. Okay. Do you have a smaller number? Probably not. At least not out. So we'll use one of these. Let's do a 6, I guess. Yeah. I think it needs a 1 in front of it or a 1 after it. Maybe a 1 after it. Gotta clean those. Come back here. Just, I know I'm pretty sure I have some solid numbers in some other things, but I'd have to hunt them. So since the squirrel is very, very quick, we're just gonna use those numbers. Oh, did I clean that? I hope not. I don't know. Better clean it. Okay. Put it back where it belongs. Where's my thing? Okay, Julie. See, it's about right. 61 cents. Yeah, that's what I sort of figured. Okay. First off, we need to cut these loose because you don't want to try to do it with that on there. And then we can go. Come on, focus. Oh, heck. Did I do it again? Turn them off. No. Can't chat in the shower. Oh, no. I'm going to have a little container of faux postage when we get all done here. Because the squirrels keep happening. Okay, let's get back and finish at least one of these. Oh, especially since I left my StazOn pad kind of cracked open. We definitely don't want to do that for long. I have no idea what company this stamp set was or anything else because it came in a CD case just like that. Now some of them had some of the ones I got had little bits of information, but most of these did not have anything on them that told me anything about the company that the stamps came from. I think this one's got some really interesting things in it, and it looks very vintagey, but I have no idea where they came from or what they are. So uh-oh, that one did not what? Oh, I stamped it upside down. For heaven's sakes. Well, and it does not come off, just so you know. Luckily, I think there's enough room that I can restamp it. Okay. Okay, it's coming off a little. Aha! Okay, let me show you something. This is hand sanitizer. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Murphy's Oil Soap. I just used hand sanitizer, and I sprayed it on my wet wipe, and that came right off. So this is very liquidy hand sanitizer. And I can guarantee hand sanitizer is cheaper than stays on. Oh, I don't know why I'm cleaning that, because I need to restamp that. Try to remember to stamp your stamps right side up, guys. Da 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 da. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So it was the alcohol and the hand sanitizer. Yes, I would guess it's the alcohol, because that one very much stinks. I'll show you the brand again in just a second. Let me stamp this. Let me read it first. Okay. It helps when you stamp your things right side up. This is Trillium non-sterile solution. That's interesting. Alcohol, antiseptic, 80% topical solution. Okay. Active ingredients, alcohol, 80%. It doesn't say it has anything else in it. I'm pretty sure that came out of the box that our next door neighbor brought us. She brought us 2 boxes of hand sanitizer during COVID. Somewhere it was more like after COVID. Somewhere she had gone, they had boxes of hand sanitizer for like next to nothing. She came home with her convertible loaded with these boxes and delivered them to all the neighbors. But yeah, I'm sure it was the alcohol. So now we know that if Tanya screws up, she can at least clean it up with hand sanitizer. That's why hand sanitizer works to clean your Teflon mat real well. Okay. Well, I'm glad that got fixed because that would have made me sad. These would make really cute stamps too. Stamp it like on a pale blue. Stamp your amount, your cents on it, and then cut it out like a stamp. They're snowflakes, is what they are. I'm pretty sure it's probably the alcohol in the baby wipe that's cleaning the stays on ink off. Enjoy your game, Barbara, if you're still here. Not game, curling thing. I guess it's a game, right? Competition. It's really more of a competition. I'll get stuff out and we'll make faux stamps after we do my little journal page next week. I think that will be fun. Because I think too, I think there might be, yes, there is. No. I was thinking, I found these when I was cleaning up. These are little tiny letters. Okay, but there's no numbers in there. I'll have to look. I'm pretty sure I have some numbers, some more solid numbers that would work. I know I have this calendar set like this, but these are pretty good sized numbers. So they may not work as well. I kind of need something that's a little bit smaller. And I'm sure I have something. So I'll have to find it. So because I think having a little container of faux postage will be really fun. You could use pieces of jelly print for the center. I think there's just so many things you could do. Okay. Well, that one was definitely upside down, so it was a good thing I looked at it. One baby wipe just about does one sheet. You'll have to remember that I can extend my baby wipe by using hand sanitizer because I definitely have enough hand sanitizer. So Barbara went to watch her competition. Julie's gone to take a shower. Lisa's resting. She's had a long day already from the sounds of things. What's everybody else doing? Kathy's usually working on things if she's still here. Definitely remember, though, when you're cleaning up, especially, what are these called? Acrylic stamps. And you've used alcohol and StazOn ink, definitely make sure you use something that will condition the stamps. Some kind of cleaner that helps to get the stamps from so that they don't dry out, because these acrylic stamps will dry out. It's very hard on them. Yay! Julie takes a very fast shower. I fixed chicken and rice soup last night. I like chicken and wild rice, but my son does not like wild rice. If it was just Jeff and me, I would have made wild rice, but he doesn't. So I just used regular old plain white rice and made chicken and rice soup. And something was said this morning, and he said, "Well, Mom, that's really more like stew than soup." I'm like, "Yeah, because your dad does not like watered down soup." Okay, so that's already dry. See, it's dry already. Didn't need to wash her hair. Aha. Okay, that's not quite dry. It turned upside down somehow. But part of that is dry and part of this one is dry. And you can see these colors are really pretty. This ink. This one's still got a couple of wet spots on it. This is definitely a Lisa green. Okay, so what we do is now we turn this over like so. And we position these on the back side right on top of their little space. And they're all sort of in order, so it's really easy to put them in and have them. Helps if you put it to right side up. That one's a little too close together. Now this one's still perfectly good and I can use it the next time, but this one's ready to go in. And honestly, I want to put it in this same package as this other one that's got the similar, these are all from the same thing that I got. So I will take this out like so, and I'll move this one to another sleeve. And then you can put it stamped side down like so. And slide it in here. Ta-da! And now all the designs are where you can see them. So that's my goal for soon. I don't know how long I'm going to have to get it done, but I'm going to try to get more of it done. This stamp set, will this stamp set all fit on one thing? If they hadn't glued everything in on these, I might have been able to use the plastics that came with it, but and they've been left in these cases so long that they're almost impossible to get out. That's what, you know, it's like, okay. Oh, I better put this to, don't leave, it's kind of like the pin in your glue. Don't leave your stays-on pad undone. Makes me worry that I'm going to stretch this stamp, but I figure, you know, I can't use it unless I get it out of there. Might be a little stretched. So I'm going to go ahead and play with this. Well, maybe. What can we do here? We could look for, I don't know, maybe some scraps in here. I'll look for scraps and stuff to make stamps for next time. Because I'm sure I've got all kinds of little pieces of paper that would really work. Wonder if one of those will fit on. I don't think they will. I don't think they're, I think they're too big for that. Yeah, they won't fit on there. It'll be too hard to get on there. So that's some papers I cut off of something else. So I'm only going to stay on for about 9 more minutes. So I'm going to play with this while I talk to you. I just, yeah. See, and this is sticky now, so it's not. Okay, that's not on that square, but that's okay. See, they cut these things all up so they're not easily put. They're not easy to put into a storage thing. This looks like old newspaper. Oh, it's a big stamp. Okay, this is way bigger than I thought it was. See, it's so stuck to this plastic. It's just... I really like this. I think it came out really cool. Man. If anybody has any suggestions on how to get this off, let me know. Because there is no using it that way. Yeah. I liked it, Julie. I thought it came out cool. Just FYI, you can tear these acrylic stamps. So do, you end up in a situation like this, try to be careful. Because they can tear. I don't know. I don't think that alcohol would make it come apart any easier. No. That's going to fit right there perfectly. Okay. Good grief. I really like this stamper. I don't think I would fight with it like this. Oh. Ta-da! Now I can just throw this mess away. I stretched it a little bit, but not a lot, so it'll be okay. I need... Yeah, it still sticks. It sticks to the plastic. It's not It's not like it was before. It's the little corners are coming up. Now, I do know, Julie, that they say if they're not sticking like to your block, if you clean them with alcohol on the back, then they will usually stick. So there's not quite so many on this batch, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I need a new one of those. If I can get 2 sets done, today, then because I won't be able to do any of it this week. Once again, I have lots and lots and lots of stuff to do this week. This is like a ticket. What is admit one? Okay. Oh, where's my... I moved my white stuff. I have some stamps that are extremely sticky on the stamp side and stick to the paper too much. Even when you have ink on it, Julie? Because I would think the ink would keep it from sticking to the paper. I'm not good. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would have thought that. Huh. Could they have gotten hot? Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe rub them on your the leg of your jeans when you're sitting there. Take the stamp and go like that on some fabric. Only use them once because of that. I wouldn't doubt it, because that would be... But if you rubbed it like on the leg of your jeans, maybe that would... eliminate that problem. Don't know. It's an idea. I know that what am I thinking about that I rub on my leg? I can't remember. There was something that if it was sticky, I would do that too. Rubber stamps. Okay, a brand new rubber stamp, like a red rubber stamp. It's got some kind of surface on it where they don't want to stamp. And if you rub it on your jean clad leg, then it takes like that little bit of surface off so that it'll pick up ink, because a brand new rubber stamp does not like to pick up ink sometimes. Try it and let us know next week when you get a chance if it worked. Okay, this stamp was very, very dirty already. It was already black. It hadn't been cleaned, which is, my normal. This is just the baby wipe, and it's taken most of that black off, plus the StazOn ink. So hopefully these stamps will be in better shape than I was afraid of. Okay, that's too big. We'll fight with that. Let's use this one. See, this one's got ink on it already that I didn't put on there. Oh, I know which I've got. I know where there's some numbers. They are actually Dollar Tree stamps that have some numbers. I'm pretty sure that are solid and small enough. They're clear, yeah. And rubber stamps are rarely sticky, but they do sometimes not pick up the ink well because it's not that they're sticky, it's that they're too smooth or something. They just don't pick up the ink. Oh. I'm going to end up getting 2 sets done today. Yay! Okay, will this fit on this one? If I put it sideways, it will. Okay. Oops. I picked it up and the little plastic thing was attached to it. This makes me think of a Tim Holtz stamp. I have no idea where it came from, but I mean, as far as what company it was, but that's what it makes me think of. The other thing I want to do one of these days is sit and stamp all kinds of stamps out on tissue paper and have them ready to put in a page, on a page, so I don't have to go hunt a stamp every single time I want something to. Okay, now I'm going to have that big honestly, I don't like this thing. I really don't. I couldn't find anything big enough to hold a lot of big stamps. But this one is just kind of awkward. I don't know. It's just, it doesn't, it's always been just just a little bit awkward to use, and it's all right, and I'll use it because, for one thing, if I were using this stamp, I might not even put it on a block. I might hold it in my hand and just stick part of it on a piece of paper. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. Now that's not a perfectly clear image, but let's get this Stays on Ink off of it. Okay. Let's set that aside for a minute. Okay. Set these up there. Find a little scrap of something. Here's this. Okay. And just go like this. To give it just that little bit of image in the background. You like the Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Ones better? This is a We Are Memory Keeper, and it's real thick. Back when I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, they didn't sell acrylic stamps. They only sold rubber ones with wood blocks. Then they got some more rubber ones that weren't on wood blocks. They were for using on the acrylic blocks. But I had quit being a demonstrator by then. So, okay. Yep. All right. Patchy style. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Patchy style. Okay, this is dry, so we can put these on their spots. And I can get out another, that one needs to go over just a little bit. There you go. I can get out another sleeve and put it away. Yay! Done. Just lay it right there for now. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. It's 10 after 4. I know we didn't do a lot of it. I got one done. But I really like how my page came out though today. So go have fun. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Of course, Julie, I know it's Monday for you, but bye guys. Love you all. See you later. Where is my cursor? It's gone to sleep again. Bye-bye.